Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 7th Wondercast. I'm your host, Soarin, and tonight we're going to go over chapter 133 of Piercing the Heavens. If you haven't read it yet, you might want to go do it now, because as of course, we're going to spoil it. So, nobody complain. And tonight...
It's your fault.
Exactly. What Jim said. It's your fault. Stop sending me PMs about it. Anyways, tonight we have returning CowgirlVK,
Howdy, guys.
Dragon Eye, Jim Hoxworth, and Penumbra Go 0290.
Hi.
And
Shut up, Jim.
oh, we're all friends. We're all friends here.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're all friends.
Okay, so let's dive right in. The Wonderbolt's arrival.
Yeah. This was kind of a cute thing, but I really pity Fleet here. Absolute pity Fleet.
Yeah.
Although, at least landing on Soarin was a slightly lighter landing than landing on the ground. But lightning, oh, dude.
Yeah,
dude.
lightning streak. I'm like, dude, not time and a place. Like, you just got in a fight after Nightshade, or you just got after you fought Nightshade. Like,
I think he
Yeah.
still has a crush on Fleet. Seriously.
I ship lightning with surprise. I would have.
Same. Same.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Honestly.
I'm still gonna ship it.
Probably.
Com says not this book, but maybe the next one. They might Lightning and Surprise might get a ship.
I already made
he said that- He said that nothing is going to happen for Lightning Streak in this book. He didn't specify any pairing. He said nothing's going to happen for Lightning Streak.
In this
Oh,
book.
So that is deliberately vague.
So who knows? Maybe Lightning Streak's gonna see everybody hooking up, and then maybe surprise.
Or maybe he's going to run into somebody else.
Ooh, well, I could see him hooking up with Lightning Dust. Maybe.
Oh no! So he's gonna hook up with maybe Cannonball?
Oh, that would be interesting.
Oh boy.
Two lonely stallions finally never finding love, so they come across.
All right.
In the long night
No,
is
it's
their
Cannon
hope.
and Valkyrie, so like,
Oh god.
Cannon and Valkyrie, that's what's gonna happen.
Oh boy.
Okay, let's continue this.
Yep.
Back on topic.
Oh, sweet intro. Okay, so so yeah, the whole.
Dedicated to half of your lives. I hope you listeners know that.
So definitely felt bad with Fleetfoot, and definitely wondering where she ran off to. I wonder.
She's up in her bedroom, no doubt.
Well,
She's either in her bedroom or in a closet somewhere.
that's what I'm thinking. Like, does she have like a secret hidey hole somewhere in the Wonderbolt compound where she goes to have like some alone time besides her room?
We're up in the ceiling. From peanut people.
You know,
That too.
Soarin, not you, mentioned that Fleet one time sat up in the gym on a banister dropping peanuts on Pony's
That's why I
head.
said that. Like up in the ceiling, throwing peanuts. Like,
Oh,
that
but
could be
then-
another thing.
But then she's just sitting there all sad and lonely. That makes me. Oh.
Just see
Also,
a
she's
peanut.
not feeling so
sad
great. She
now.
probably went to her bedroom to just lay down.
Just see a stat,
Yeah.
or she probably hidden comms fluff.
That would be funny.
That's what Com would wish.
Oh yeah, he wants that ass. Anyway, carrying on.
Dissent's behavior. Definitely he's still, scarred about. Or,
Nightshade.
yeah, still scarred about
He's-
Night.
I could see why. I
He's
mean, he's known her so long, so seeing her in that
Yeah.
condition probably really struck him really hard, and yeah, so he probably
Well,
trying to
he didn't
figure
even
it
know
out.
that his friend was alive until that moment.
Yeah, so that's probably another huge shock too. Just like, oh my god, she's
It's
still
like-
alive.
She's alive, and she's orchestrating all this death and destruction. She's literally tearing the only family that he's ever known apart.
And yeah, it's tough.
It's more than tough. It's agonizing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he can do practically nothing.
Yeah. So,
Well, I mean,
I-
maybe. Well, I mean, he isn't. Like, well, she may be organizing, but we don't know how much of it she's in control and how much of she could just be getting orders from someone higher up, going like, okay, do this, but the logistics and the micromanaging are up to you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's the scariest thing to Descent is he doesn't know. He
yeah,
doesn't know if
she's
this is
being
coming
used or
he doesn't know how much of this is coming from Nightshade. And
hang on,
disturbing to
Dragon.
think
Dragon,
Oh.
your mic is you sound like you're far away, man.
that, you sound like you're in the bottom of a well.
Can you move your mic closer?
Help! Help! I'm at the bottom of the well. Somebody help me out!
no.
Just throw down a Subway sandwich.
Flood the well.
I just throw
I'll
down
throw
a Subway sandwich and a bottle
No.
of water. I'm like,
I
this
throw
will
down
last you a
butter.
day.
I would hit her with butter.
No. Here's what I would do. I would take a gallon of butter, melt it, and then pour it down all the sides of the well.
Okay, that's a good idea. I would throw sticks. Too.
Oh, you guys are awful.
You know,
Wait,
we just don't want you getting out of the well.
Okay, wait, Dragon, are you there? Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's still at the bottom.
Your
of that
mic sounds really far away. Do you want to try rejoining the call?
Hello.
Yeah, you sound like you're in Poland, man.
Yeah.
I could try rejoining the call.
Well, now it sounds better. Whatever you're doing,
Dang it!
All right.
whatever he was just doing, it was working.
What
Son of a
really
bitch.
surprised me with that scene was
Okay.
um
Dragon, wait, no, hang on. Dragon,
Hold
whatever you just did was working. Like right before you left. Like what?
Is it good now?
It's good. Like whatever you were doing right before you left the call, like whatever distance or whatever you were doing with your mic, that was good. So keep doing that.
I don't think I changed anything, but okay, I guess the problem fixed itself.
Okay, you're sounding great.
Self-adjusting screw up. Love those.
Will this be cut?
Yeah, I'll keep it. Maybe.
all right.
Please don't.
I'll
Sorry,
I'll
guys.
edit. Okay.
Her reaction to the scent.
Yeah, she was pretty.
Trying to come out of her shell. Halfway, maybe you could call it that. Not entirely, but you could at least. It was a minor improvement in it.
Well, she never got the chance.
No. Given
Yeah.
5 more minutes, she might have done a bit more.
Yeah. I definitely. I don't know if Cobb has said anything about Descent and shipping, but I definitely ship him with Starry Skies.
Me
Thank
too.
God.
Those two are
Thank
just
God.
cute.
Thank God.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, seeing as how Descent really didn't feel anything. Well, wait, did he feel anything for Storm's mother, or just because he had a mercenary job? And
She's probably just a junkie.
I heard that she worked in a bar and then they got drunk.
No,
and
she was a famous dancer at the time.
Oh.
dancer.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
It happened to be on poles, sliding her pelvis area.
No, she was not that type of dancer. I
Can
think
we
it
be
was
sure
a
about that,
ballerina.
though?
She's dancing like a stripper.
Oh.
Oh God! Someone's freaking climax.
Someone's happy about that thought.
Sorry,
Someone
I'm
already
not
I
gonna
just fired up
clean my
Payday
bedroom
2
while you
and-
guys are busy mucking about.
Ah!
Payday 2 can come after.
Burn.
I'm
Okay,
keep.
Are y'all
I'm-
done?
I'm
Crazy.
keep.
Let's get back on the
I'm
topic
keep. Oh yeah.
for a
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna keep that part in.
He did. The Sit
Sure.
did try to get back with Storm's mother, but she slammed the door on him.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Now I remember.
Yeah.
And then pretty much he had to like sneak into the house, and that's when he discovered Storm, and then was pretty much
Mhm.
taking care of Storm in secret. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Only one who
Yeah,
really
that
knew
whole
was
adorable
Storm.
scene.
yeah, I could definitely see him and like Starry Skies becoming a thing, like after all this is over, and like reevaluating their lives.
Yeah, I could see that. Oh,
Yeah.
And then-
absolutely.
And then
I got nice shit to land out.
and then
Yeah.
and then like Storm has like a half brother with like Starry Skies and Descent.
Don't
that'd
That'd
be-
be cute.
That'd be an
Giving me
interesting
ideas, man.
You're
dynamic.
thinking too far into the future here, man.
I have a list of stuff that I would love, and like I have like a theory chart of what could happen, what I'd love to happen. I have
Please
documents on.
share that with me. Please share that with me.
I'm happy with my alternate universe and Nightshade.
Okay, so the Thestral's entrance.
Oh god, that was
Oh
fun.
my goodness.
There
Freaking
was
all the mayors were like, oh lord, they're so
No. Not that entrance. The first entrance where
they were
there
like
was
pretty much
almost-
barging in.
and second border battle, not border battle.
ah.
And
Yeah.
then Luna said, "Stop!" I mean, it
Yeah.
wasn't stop, but
I think she showed up and then like
Yeah,
Thatcher.
Actually,
Yeah.
here,
Oh.
I have it here right now.
she says hold.
Actually,
I thought PL said hold.
no, PL. No.
He didn't.
Oh,
I should actually probably bring up the chapter.
Well, this is going south fast. So
Hey, don't say that. This is our like a normal podcast.
No, she's talking about the chapter. She's reading that line from the chapter.
Soren
Oh.
commented as he let the door close and approached Spitfire. Spitfire began as she grumbled, walked up behind PL, but hold! PL flinched and every pair of not thestral ears stood straight up as their heads all sharply turned towards the east hallway. Princess Luna walked into the lobby slowly, a very visible limp in her steps as she shuffled forward.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Are we sure that it was Luna? Actually, you know what? Never mind. It would have to be her.
It would
Yeah.
have to be her. I don't think anyone else, if they had spoken up, PL would have even. The only other one who would have made PL listen would have been Silver, and we know it wasn't him.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
more than likely had to be Luna.
Okay. I could have sworn PL did that. Let me actually pull up the chapter.
He says it later on.
Okay. Alrighty. Let me actually pull it up. That way I can read too. Okay, well this is going south fast. Okay, okay, yeah, then pretty much all the Threstals start gathering around,
And they all bow down and go,
Yeah.
"Oh, we love you."
yeah, and all, and
I wouldn't phrase it like that. It's more like
they're extremely, it's like if you,
You're really loyal to her.
yeah, if you were
Yeah.
to have, like, somebody, like, let's say you were young and somebody saved your life, for you, you'd be extremely, you'd have extreme gratitude and admiration towards them and, loyalty, so that's how I kind of see it.
I really would like to know how Luna got that level of loyalty from him. Although I have a feeling when, as part of their training, she would deal with their dreams and talk to them one-on-one
I have
through their
a,
dreams.
I have a feeling it might be more than that, like, it might go back, like, in her past and how, like, she helped out. Like it's not like a personal thing, it's, like, more of, like, a culture thing, like, hey, the Princess of the Night helped out our people, like, a long time ago, so if you get in her, in her guard, you are doing your people a great justice, and, like, it's pretty much like, being taught to serve your country and what a great pride it is, and how they review. I can't talk.
English.
Revere her.
They Paul revere her.
Yeah.
You are way
English is.
too happy about that.
Oh, sweet Aunt Jemima.
Sorry, bad joke.
Uh,
Really bad joke.
Alright, get back on track.
so,
Listen to this. Why?
And
so,
then, then Luna says, "All right, you're going to work with them, and we're going to save the day."
and then he's like,
Oh,
okay.
And he ignores dissent.
Yeah, and then that's when she brings up, like, oh, you also got to work with the renegade. And he's like, come on, Mom,
Nah.
Oh god, I'm gonna have
All I'm
so much
imagining
fun.
now is just like all his lines.
I'm gonna have
like,
so much fun with that Swiss
"Nah."
line.
And then here comes the drawing idea.
Now I just want to see, like, PL, like, South Park styles Cartman.
I can do that.
Oh, God. I have a feeling Lightning would be more like Cartman. Oh,
That should be
God.
the picture for the podcast. Him just be like, "Ma'am."
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Like, with him just going to, like, him, Luna's face is in the foreground, and then he's in the background, he's saying that, but he's pointing to Descent. With his hoof.
Ma'am.
Yeah. It's like, it's but meh. I used to be able to do, like, a good Cartman voice. I can't do, like, the new Cartman one, like his new voice. Anyways, moving on. We
Now
are
I'm
getting.
just hearing in my head all of PL's dialogue, but in the Cartman voice, and it's
Oh,
amazing.
that's awful. That's awful. What have I done? Okay.
It's amazing.
Okay, moving on. Oh my god. So Descent and PL's English. How do I?
Blah, blah, blah.
PL's disagreement and Spitfire having to be the adult of the group and handling the two. Why can't that be an image? Let that be an image. We're like, with Spitfire, like with full Descent and full PL, and then Spitfire holding them as like they're growling at each other. That'd be adorable.
There is a picture.
I can do that.
Just Pen's like, I am so good, I can do that. I got this.
Alright, now I'm starting on that right now.
Okay.
Alright.
Don't
carry on. So
don't forget that. Okay. So
For
definitely.
crying out loud, could you two stop bleeding testosterone and
Yeah.
and act like adults?
nope.
Wait, has it ever?
This is the first time Descent has.
Don't want to.
Nope.
This is the first time Descent's done this to Spitfire. Back in the chapter where the compound took off, he and what's his face?
Was it
Blazetail.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say for some reason, I thought it was
Yeah.
between Matimio. Wait, no, that was another chapter.
Mm-hmm. Those two. How old are you two again?
Has it ever was it explained like exactly why the renegades or why the renegades and the lunar guards exactly hate
Oh
each
yeah,
other?
I think it has because I don't think PL agreed with Luna's decision of having the renegades.
Oh, okay.
So he didn't really agree with her decision of doing that.
The
So.
question is why.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
No,
He doesn't
probably
trust them.
no. Okay, probably because Decent and Starlight the Renegades were once, and like Decent, Starlight, and us were once Shadow Bolts. So he might think that they might turn on them. He doesn't know what could happen. Like they could be all nice at the start, but
we
suddenly
lost
they could
Cowgirl.
just turn on them. So
Rip.
nobody knows what could happen.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
I honestly think that there's something in PL's past that makes him not trust mercenaries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So anybody, VK, you got any comment on that? I know you bugged out there for a
I
second.
accidentally refreshed Skype,
Oh, okay.
which is why I bumped off. Um, you know, we know the Thestrals don't trust much of anyone. Someone that's already been known for going undercover, and we know Descent has been not fully following Luna's orders up to this point, and I bet PL knows that. And so they have that tension there.
Yeah. Definitely. Like, I could see that because the Thestrals, I was going to say the bat people, and then I was thinking, like, that's racist! The Thestrals, I could definitely, because, like, they're, they're kind of like didn't Calm say in their description of them, or Matimio said, like, or somebody said that they're kind of like a tribal kind of people. They're wary of outsiders, so I could definitely see that. Here they have their loyal, their revered god figure. Instead of asking them for help, she goes to these outsiders for help. So that could have been like an insult to the Lunar Guards.
I think that might be actually one of the reasons why too.
Yeah, like, hey, how dare you? It's kind of like, like, I don't know if you guys have had this moment, but like where your mother pays attention to another sibling, and you're like, oh well, screw
I was
you.
always the one that was ignored. I
never
had
had
to
thing,
as
so
a child.
Well,
Okay, all right.
Here's the thing: I had that, but I never cared. I was just like, oh, okay. Other siblings
I
can do this.
kind of
I'm
feel
gonna go
like
wander off and do this.
I kind of
No,
feel that PL was
I-
throwing a tantrum fit because of that. He's like, oh, she's not paying attention to us.
I ideas.
Here I was doing all the work, and then here Mom was
Yell that
making
we
all
have
the
to-
plans to fit my big sister. I'm doing the work. Shouldn't you do the plans to benefit me, not her?
The characterization we're giving PL, like the fan characterization we're giving PL of just this
Spoiled.
complete mama's boy.
Oh gosh.
Oh god.
We need to write a story.
Where Wonderverse
It's
PL
basically with a premise similar to Ruby Chibi. It's just completely utter nonsense.
I could see that.
Oh, that'd be
happening.
great.
Oh, it would be fantastic.
We need to also make a story with Ken and PL meeting up with this like weird version of PL that we're creating right now.
And here's
But
another point about PL and Luna. Luna only just got
Okay,
back.
all right, okay, hang on.
Here's
VK's
another
talking.
thing. Luna has only been back for 2, maybe 3 years tops. Remember time on the moon.
Actually, give me a sec. The expanded Wonderverse figured this out when doing our research for our stuff. We actually figured out the timing of when exactly PTH takes place
It's
in
after
comparison
season.
to the MLP canon.
Okay.
Okay. Twilight's still a princess, right? Like,
What are you talking about? There's
Yeah.
only one
Oh,
true
yeah.
canon.
okay, Twilight's a
That's
princess.
Wonderverse.
Okay, I remember. Oh, I read that
But
story.
she's not a princess in Head into Clouds, but she is in Flying Sky High.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
after season. She became a princess in season 4. I thought she became a princess in season 3. At the end of season 3.
Yes,
Yeah.
she did.
Okay.
Season 3, season 4 was she's princess.
Season
and
4
season 5.
was she got the castle.
Mm-hmm.
Princess Twilight flies to the castle.
Okay. God.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the only discussion of the actual show you will ever see on this podcast.
all right, let's-
So,
All right,
let's-
hang on. Jim's
Let's
talking.
keep going. Let's keep going because
Yeah.
I'm not finding this easily because I gotta dig through all of the expanded Wonderverse stuff. So
Oh, okay.
give me a minute.
All right. Well, let's keep going while Jim, our researcher, digs into the Ark of the Covenant that is the EW chat. Okay, so where were? Okay, my favorite part that I want to talk about: PL helping Luna, and that new delicious cute ship. Let it set sail. I ship it so hard. If they had kids, they'd be the most adorable people ever. They'd
Who?
they'd have like the
Giving Ken too much material.
Wait, no. Who had kids?
PL and
PL
Luna.
and Luna.
Oh,
They'd
I
have-
already made
they-
3 of them.
They'd have white. Fur. Oh, you beat me to it. Ah. I was going to describe what they looked like in my head. Never mind.
Too bad.
PL is this, he is such an alpha male. And then Luna is such a leader, but I see a lot of myself in Luna. She's a leader, but she's more of a back scenes leader. And so with the two of them together, I bet you that's an amazing combination. With his, all right, this is what we're going to do. It would be fun going forward is see if she's going to step back and he take charge. And this is what Luna wants. This is what Luna wants. This is what Luna wants. And she doesn't say a word.
I'm getting thoughts, but it's more of what they're I'll just say it after the podcast. I want to keep it. I'm just getting thoughts.
That's enough of an answer. That's enough of an answer.
Yeah, I'm getting thoughts. Something tells me that that PL wouldn't mind being submissive to his princess. Gonna shut up now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Involves a riding
I've
crowd.
got the spoon ready.
Okay.
What? Oh my god, that's
What?
kinky. That's kinky.
I've got the language spoon ready.
All right. No, we're not going George Takai on this one.
George Takai is awesome.
I know.
It's decay.
George Takai.
Okay.
Moving on. So definitely helping, that ship. I could definitely see that happening later on. That's if he doesn't die.
Yeah.
I mean-
then again, within that ship, something I think we brought it up, or I talked to Calm about it. Luna is not the type to admit the fact out loud, and he's not the type to really press the issue.
Ah,
So someone else is going to have to come between them and say, "Come on, you two, just kiss."
And make babies.
Oh wait,
Jesus Christ,
I've got it.
Fleetwind 2.0.
according to our best guess, PTH takes place in the year 1003 after Luna's banishment.
so
Nice.
would that be BA or wait no? Like what's the is before banishment or after banishment? So it'd be AB after banishment. So 1004 AB.
Yeah.
1003 AD, yes.
Oh, okay.
So 3 years after the season 1 opener.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's
Which is
neat.
what I said, 2 to 3 years.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, I just sent a message to the Troll Squad chat, double checking that.
I
so-
was invited into Troll Squad chat.
I don't think I.
Yeah.
Cowgirl, we would break you. We would break you.
No,
It's
yeah.
for your own personal sanity that we
I'm
have
curious
not.
now. I'm curious now. I want to check this thing out.
All right, I want to see this. Compared to what I put up with the daily, this might be a refreshing experience. That's
Same here.
All right. Let's move on.
okay.
Yeah, agreed.
We'll talk about induction into the Ascendity Zone later. Um,
I'm actually far more crazy than you guys
Okay,
think.
so-
Yeah.
Anyhow,
Moving on.
moving on. The commotion in the brain. English. How do I do it? Infirmary. The commotion in the
Poor
infirmary,
girls.
and just all the God.
This is actually the part of the story that I was going, Calm? Exactly. How many girls have you been around in this mode? Really?
uh,
They would be going more, oh, aren't they so cute? Not, isn't he so handsome? That's, they'd be swooning over how cute he was with her. Not, don't care how hot the guy is.
You swoon over calm, don't you?
He's not Apple.
Hey,
I-
as someone who lived in a world full of very, very attractive young adults living in close proximity to each other, trust me, it was accurate.
I guess it's a side of people I've just not seen.
Wait a minute. Okay, so wait, I'm checking the chapter. Wait a minute, I'm checking the chapter. Was this image before in there?
What?
What?
Was this image was not in here before?
No,
Wait a-
it wasn't.
one
That
of
one was added
Soarin.
after.
Yeah, wait a minute. I'm just. Wait a minute. Yeah.
One and Dash looking at Silver.
No. It's I'll wait. Okay.
No.
Wait. I can't.
No.
Hang on. Oh, I can't send it. I can't send it because that.
I missed the
Is
chapter. I
it
don't
an
know.
image I think it is?
I
Did
don't know.
you try? I don't.
Is it the Luna PL image? Or...
Yeah.
Oh,
That one was.
damn right.
yeah.
That was not in there. Cause like I'm scrolling down,
I
going
know it
along
was.
with it, and I'm
I
like,
drew
wait a
it for
minute.
calm, and then he added it in later.
Wow.
Yeah,
I was
it
like,
is
wait
so
a minute.
cute.
Yeah.
This wasn't
I mean,
in
like,
here.
no one's complaining. It's adorable, but like, still.
Yeah, no, because like for a second I'm like, how did I miss this?
I found that like 2 nights ago. I've only been reading this chapter once every night since it was released.
I only read it I read it the night when it came out, and then I read it the morning after, and then I was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I've been reading most of it.
The mares, they were all distracted.
Yeah, I have seen girls do that, but it's if I hadn't been in the room, it's like, aren't they so cute? Isn't he such a gallant knight helping Luna? Aren't they so cute together? Forget how handsome he is. Beauty is not something I see first time around meeting someone, period. I don't notice looks. That's how I knew my pastor for 15 years before I realized he was completely bald.
So you have a crush on a bald guy?
Wow. Also, quick question for anybody that might know this: who the OC? How do I pronounce this? I'm horrible at pronouncing. Mafani?
Mahogany?
Mahogany? Is
Mahogany?
Mahogany.
that Mahogany? Whose OC is that?
Mahogany is one of my friends. She was she was the same time as Derp Squad. She left about a year ago, but because Calm already had her in Bliss's whatchamahoosit, he just keeps using her.
Oh, okay. So she no longer.
Mahogany MLP was her username. She was actually one of my editors.
Oh, okay. So
as well.
she's no longer active on the site or anything like that.
Yeah. It
Okay.
hasn't been for a while.
Alright. Just because I
Do
was.
you know what happened?
Her computer got fried.
Oh.
Oh.
And she's just one of those people that if she gets distracted from something, she can easily forget what it is and then just never come back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
We're getting a little off track here, guys.
Alright. Well, yeah. I don't mind if we get a little off track, but still, it's happened a bit more than once that I'd liked for.
Yeah.
So definitely, and then the scene with
And as far as Ganny going into that mode, yes, she would definitely have acted like that.
wow. And then witching hour was gah.
Yeah.
Witchy said that's not her, not at
Yeah.
all her.
Actually, yeah, it is when she sees Calm.
That's honestly
She's gonna kill me when she
the
hears
female
this.
population of the Skype chat whenever they see Calm. Like, Ken, you want one to put it?
Hear
to
a sudden
criticize.
thud. Oh my god, what was that thud? Nothing.
He would show up like right then and here.
Yeah.
Nope, he's not on.
Okay.
Don't
He
Jinxed it.
Just gets on. I'm just like, oh, I detect a big buff
Oh.
presence.
Oh no.
No,
My mind just
actually,
went into the gutter.
Witchy Hour just got back to me in regards to when PTH takes place. So PTH takes place about a year or two after Soft Spoken.
Okay.
So we personally determined that Soft Spoken takes place 6 months after Luna's return.
Oh, okay. So that's like still season 1-ish, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because season 1 to
Actually, season
4
1
is 1 year's time, I'm pretty sure.
No,
Because then
it's a
not,
few
five
months.
Start seeing repeated events.
It's not 1 year's time. It's like
A few months.
it's like 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
So
I remember we just started seeing like repeat events. Like the second time we
wrap-up.
saw the gala was
Yeah.
episode was season 5 with the Discord episode.
yeah.
I kind of assumed that there were other galas that just happened off screen, and then like they were like, oh well, what happened last gala because like they didn't, they just ignored it.
In Twilight's Kingdom, Twilight says it's only been a year since they got together.
Aha!
So the first 3 seasons is 1 year.
Really, sweet Aunt Jemima.
Like
Now
a
you understand
catchphrase.
their mental breakdowns.
All that happened in a year. You fought
All
a
that
you
happened-
fought a chaos god, a bug demon queen, an army, a giant red thing demon.
No, that was the next year.
Oh, okay.
But Luna, Chrysalis, Discord, those were all 1 year.
You think they'd have some sort of PTSD with all that?
How much of the therapy bills? Like honestly.
Okay.
Oh.
That's why there's Dr. Wolf.
Yes.
He's pretty good.
Bill.
Anyways, moving on. Okay, wait, where were we? I completely forgot my place. The infirmary commotion.
They're tucking Luna on back in, and everybody's laying down and getting.
That one part where PL, he just seems like a mommy issue kind of guy, or like like one of those like husbands, or like they're asking like, what are you?
Dad.
Yeah, or like the overbearing husband, like it reminded me of this one scene in House where it was this guy and his wife was pregnant, and he kept asking House like, well, what are you doing and why are you doing it? And he was like, you're too stupid, so I won't bother explaining. Kind of like that.
House.
So like we have 3 different relationships with PL and Luna: son, husband, and overbearing father. We can't have all 3. We need to pick one, guys.
Husband and overbearing father.
We're gonna smush them all 3 together.
He is a textbook knight errant for
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's even got the armor, so he fits perfectly into that dynamic.
So yeah, it's not a combination of 3. He is the textbook definition of a knight. He is a paladin. He is.
Yeah.
Didn't Silver one time say that he's like, too rigid and, just a goody two shoes and, doesn't think outside the box?
Silver? Probably.
Yeah. And we'll get to that part mostly. We'll get to that part later on, but
Yeah.
anyways, definitely thought that part was cute.
I also really liked Lightning's going, take care of surprise first. Take care of surprise first. Which goes to show Lightning does have a heart.
Yes.
Even if he
just mostly doesn't think with it. He thinks of something quite lower.
He thinks with his head, but the wrong head.
Yes.
Where all the blood flow seems to be directed.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's not helping it much.
And he's never gonna put that blood flow to use.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
moving on.
Anyways.
Moving on. I think. Let's see. So the really hard part of this, Rainbow and Soarin going into the special treatment room where Silver is. Definitely.
It was heart-wrenching.
Yeah.
In that picture, and
Oh.
my headcanon is Silver was out as soon as he was out of sight.
He probably
As soon as-
passed out on Matimia's back as soon as they walked, as soon as
Comms.
Dash was, comms, my brain, comms, and as soon as Dash turned around and she started walking away, that's probably when he passed out.
As soon as he was up and out of where he couldn't see Dash anymore, he kind of relaxed because now he doesn't have to keep her spirits up. There's a mission, Spitfire and Soarin have it. He can now focus on himself.
Yeah, definitely. And not to mention,
I think he would have tried to keep conscious, because if he fell out of consciousness, that's actually really dangerous for someone in his condition.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So I think he would have tried to stay awake.
Yeah.
yeah,
He
but
would have tried, but just kind of... He was out.
yeah,
I think he would have waited until the medics said that he could pass out.
Bliss said he was out when Colin brought him in.
yeah. Do you think he might
So,
be having some weird type of hallucinations or dreams?
I think he is.
Some weird flashback type stuff with Blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
I'd really hope we kind of get that chapter, but and then
Well, if not, I'll write it.
where Silver's in some kind of void, and then there's Blizzard just kind of sitting next to a fire, and he's like, "Here, come, let's talk about stuff."
Yeah.
Then definitely the part that got me was the part where she said, where Bliss said oh, he needed blood, and then Dash was automatically ready to jump at it. And then, she
Yeah.
said, oh, pretty much 7 Wonder Bolts automatically lined it up, and then we couldn't even, we don't even know your blood type.
That right there is dangerous.
Yeah.
Well,
If
testing
in
blood
the real
takes
world-
5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Testing blood takes 5 minutes.
5
True.
minutes could be the difference between life and death. If they get to the
Well,
hospital,
it doesn't even take 5 minutes. You can do it in 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's really quick.
Yeah, it's.
I've never had my blood tested, so I have no idea.
It's pretty quick. I've had to go for plenty of blood
Literally,
tests.
they have 4 squeeze bottles. So you put 4 blood samples into a little tray, 4 squeeze bottles. See which one's clot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dash's speech, "Don't you dare! I would die on me, you old bastard." Kind of like the reverse.
You know,
where,
that scene, that reminded me of what, let's see, Spock, his mother, Journey of Babel, where she walks in and says, "If you let your father die, I will hate you forever."
Yeah.
And, I used to have that entire episode memorized. Right now, I'm pulling a blank on that particular.
It kind of reminded me of the opposite, where where Silver was giving, Dash a pep talk when she wanted to give up, except, it's the opposite, and she's giving a pep talk to Silver,
Mhm.
except he can't hear her. Well, maybe he can, we don't know. Maybe he's, in some weird dream
He might
state where he can hear that.
I
He
actually
probably
kind of
can.
vote that he's awake enough that he can hear, but he can't get up. Can't bring himself to the level of consciousness needed.
Yeah, I
So he's
figured,
completely-
he's somewhat conscious on a certain level, but, he's in some weird kind of dream limbo kind
In
of
a
state.
mild,
Yeah.
minor coma.
Yeah, but he's still, he's still slightly aware of like sounds and things going on around him.
Mm-hmm. He's
Yeah.
in bad shape, so
Oh
his
yeah.
body does not want to come all the way up.
His body's like, no, screw you. Screw you. We've been through enough.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then I was reading ahead and I lost my place. The one I forgot to add one part. Dang it. Definitely the part where then Soarin realizes that he could have made a difference if he didn't like have that tunnel vision of only saving Dash.
Mm-hmm.
Like he says, like I should have not only been focused on just saving Dash, I should have been focused on saving all of them, and and then he
If
pretty
he
much
had thought through and gone, they're in trouble. I need to inform Spitfire.
yeah. But he had
Mhm.
tunnel vision and he wasn't paying attention or doing any of that, and he got trapped. And then this is what landed Silver anything. And then he was pretty much he pretty much said like, what if it was Dash or what if it was somebody else? And
Mhm.
pretty much feeling that shame of being powerless, and it's just like I'm not gonna
Mhm.
let that happen ever again.
Well,
Yeah.
not so much powerless, but
Guilty.
hapless.
Yeah.
He didn't use his head.
Yeah.
Granted, Spitfire was still being an ass at that point, so chances are, even if Soarin was using his head, wouldn't have made a damn bit of difference.
Mm-hmm.
Because at that point, Spitfire still had her head firmly up her ass.
Yeah.
Firmly planted.
She could. I mean, honestly, if she opened her mouth, she could probably see daylight.
Jesus. Alright, so if we don't have anything to say about that, the part, Silver's,
How about Blaze's sacrifice here?
oh yeah, no, she donated, didn't she say, I'm trying to look for it right
Mhm.
now, didn't Bliss say that Blaze donated the most blood?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she's resting with high ones in the corner? I really wish that was drawn, that just sounded so made
It
of
sounds
fluff.
so cute. That's one that I really would like to have seen drawn. Because it is so just kind of sweet.
Yeah.
As much as I kind of don't care for that particular ship, it is this moment right here. And then, get this. Blaze is asleep and High Winds is, what is she?
Awake.
Artist right here. I can do this.
We're just like filling up Penn's quest list with just all like this.
I can just
podcast
imagine
Right.
Penn just being like
Saber
really
says a lot
focused.
about
Have you seen how quick I can do my art? It's not that hard.
Oh no, I have.
Yeah.
I have
But
I'd be
like,
more than willing to do it.
well, if you want
terribly
to do it.
jealous. 'Cause I've
You're welcome.
been on a project for a year and it's still not done. Granted, I've already done the full number of pictures, but
Okay.
Charlotte, you'll be fine.
Okay. Moving on. Where even are we at? So, definitely, we kind of skipped this one. Bliss's explanation of Silver's injuries, he's definitely, unless he's, like, as VK and a lot of you said, he's probably not going to be able to fly anymore, let alone be fit for service or anything at all.
Like he already wasn't fit for service.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
he kept pushing his body, but after this, he's not going to be able to push his body.
mm-hmm.
Like, he
Trinity is gonna have her hooves full. She
I'm-
hasn't retired yet. She's
Yeah.
gonna have to.
yeah, and then not to mention, I mean, his wing is, like, completely gone at this point. All the bones in it are shattered. He possibly has internal bleeding. One of his eyes is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
he
gonna look-
lost an eye.
He's gonna look cool with an eye patch. that should be drawn. If that isn't drawn,
Stop giving me ideas.
well, I want to see all the cool scars healed and everything. We don't know what he's gonna look like.
You just want to see him with an eye patch.
Oh yes, definitely badass Silver with an eye patch. That'd be
No, like
with him smoking
draw
a
that, but don't even
cigar.
Make it like a pen.
I'll
draw
put
that,
a
but don't
parrot
even
on
make
his
it like,
shoulder.
No,
don't
not a
even-
pirate Silver.
I was gonna say that. Like, don't even make it like badass. Just make him just like a
Pirate.
cartoony pirate.
Arrgh.
Do that for like Halloween. Just Silver smoking a cigar with an eye patch.
Yeah.
Too much Metal Gear.
I'm
Them on.
moving.
Yeah, see, Jim gets it. I'm wild.
And then I could see, but Silver has to get because he has to pass on this new information that Blizzard just gave him. The
Yeah,
rest of them didn't just hear that, but he needs to pass that on. So he's probably fighting so he can pass it on at some point. It'd be a shame if Silver died and that information was now gone.
yeah. See, Jim got what I was talking about. Metal Gear. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Big Silver. Oh wait, no. Big Lightning. I don't know. Big Silver. Anyways, moving on. So PL's entrance and his reaction to a broken Silver. Now, what got me was how when he came in, he said Luna urged him to go see Silver, and I don't think it was just because like, oh my god, I don't want to see him and he might possibly, like rip me a new one verbally, but like maybe because like the way he talked about Silver, maybe he didn't want to see Silver in this old and broken state, because in his head, every time he thinks of Silver, it's the young one with Blizzard and
We know Silver was quite impressive physically in his youth.
yeah. And then to see the person that you admire and everything all old and broken, it probably, he didn't show it, but like on the inside it probably tore
He
him
did.
up.
Honestly, I disagree that he was reluctant to do it. I think he wanted to do it, but I think he is honor bound to Luna in such a way that most people nowadays don't really understand. His life is not his own. His body is not his own. The air he breathes is not his own. All of that belongs to Luna.
Yeah.
And while he may have his own mind, he may be able to think independently.
He puts all that thought and effort towards benefiting Luna.
Exactly.
At this point, Luna would have had to say, "You need to go say hi to your friends. I'm
Yeah.
fine for the moment. Go."
Well, chances are she probably saw the conflict on his face, and she's like, I was fine before. I managed for a couple weeks without you.
I can
Go say hi to
imagine.
your friends."
Yeah.
Go. Shoot.
Thanks, Mom.
It reminds me of my aunt trying to talk my uncle into spending time with his friends instead of dealing with family issues. With a family of 6, 6 kids, and 2 of them special needs.
Oh boy.
Fun.
Spend time with your friends. I've got this.
So
And then a flashbang goes off.
Peel's engine. So if we don't have anything to add about that, moving on to his description of Blizzard and Silver during the Griffin Drake War and his admiration for the Wonder Balls. I really hope that comic's a prequel with this, like, going on, because I was just imagining, like, all the things they could have done.
Well, if he doesn't handle the Griffin Drake War, I am going to.
Okay, good.
All right, guys. I'm gonna have to sign off. My dad just came home and yelled in my bedroom, we're going to the track, so adios, guys.
Okay, bye,
All right.
VK.
Bye.
I go.
And then there was one girl left. Well, okay.
And that one girl has to be a Nightshade fanatic. But definitely, like, I was kind of imagining it in my head, and I'm like, oh my god, that'd make like a great story, like a young Silver, and he's still learning everything from Blizzard. He's like, like kind of like he's learning, kind of like the show's format, where like instead of learning friendship lessons, he's learning like all the lessons that he's teaching Dash, but through his eyes firsthand. I think that'd be like a cool
Instead
story.
of learning lessons about friendship and compassion, he's learning lessons about death and destruction.
And
And
being
how
a
to come up with,
badass.
unique
Yeah.
sayings, like putting.
Well, he's
Fixing
learning
it.
how to be a light in darkness.
Yeah. And definitely, like the fact that, the Griffin Drake War was horrible.
I mean, the God of Chaos himself was released.
Yeah. Which I kind of hope they go into detail. Like, if Calm doesn't do it, then, you go into detail about how that went down.
I'm going to be doing. I don't know if you watched the Clone Wars TV series. Basically,
Long
going to
time
be-
ago.
Basically, it's going to be like little vignettes all across the war. So it's not going to
Oh.
follow one group.
Okay,
It's going.
I'd read that. Holy crap.
Oh my god, yeah. That,
So it's gonna like jump to the Sky Wings. It's gonna jump to the Scale Guard. It's gonna jump to Wonderbolts. It's gonna jump to Lunar Guard. It's gonna jump to the Royal Guard. It's gonna jump to even a few civilian perspectives.
Oh, dude, I'd love that. It'd be, I don't know.
that would be awesome.
I don't know if it was this documentary about World War One, and it was called oh god, I can't remember if it was 7 or like 12, or no, I think it was like 13 diaries during the Great World War, and it kind of did that. It jumped between these 13 people and their diaries during the First World War, and it was really, it was good, and it was extremely sad, but like, they pretty much like reenacted what they were saying in their diary, like word for word, and it was great. So if it's going to be anything like that, then I definitely would love to read that. And like,
Yeah,
as you said, the Clone Wars. I haven't watched all of it. I just remember watching like bits and episodes when I was younger. But
Yeah.
Only the Clone Wars thing. Only good things come out of the prequels. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna say it.
Yeah, that's because they moved away from the spoonbender stuff and focused on the conflict.
yeah, instead of let's talk about trade deals, guys. So okay, where were we? We got way off topic there.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm serious.
The way
I-
that he
Oh!
described Silver and Blizzard.
Yeah, definitely he was saying, like, I'm the strongest, I'm the biggest, I can move the fastest, but they could solve their problems without completely relying on force. They could, they did things that, I probably couldn't have done in ways I didn't even imagine, like, could be done. And
Yeah.
that, it stunned him.
Yeah, the fact that he was physically stronger, he had more aggression, he could fly faster, he could take on stronger enemies. It always seemed like Blizzard and Silver were doing so much more for the war effort than he was.
Yeah. And that probably at first, didn't he say it kind of made him jealous? I'm looking through right
Yeah, he was envious of Silver Lining,
Yeah.
because he had because Silver had Blizzard Strike as a mentor.
Yeah, and he probably didn't have anybody in that regard. Well, that we know of, we didn't have anybody in that regard.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't mind seeing like a expanded Wonderverse fic about like how PL grew up in the bat colony hive kind of thing. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
But
Maybe Sil will pick it up.
do it, Sil. And if you're listening, do it.
Oh no,
Pressing
no!
red.
I just had the most brilliant idea.
What?
Sil and I co-author the story.
Yes, do it. I want to see.
Yes, do it now.
I want to see the hardening of the warrior that is PL into great person that he is.
All right.
Okay, wait, where were we? I keep losing my place in my own document.
So,
And then also the one thing that I got is how, Soarin said, or, can we ever hope to be half as great as them? No, I'm skipping ahead, dang it. PL's praise for Dash. I honestly, that part caught me, off guard. I thought PL would maybe go like, oh, well, since you're his successor, try not to screw up, but he just gave her, straight up praise, and that part, honestly, I was like, oh, wow. You just got praised by, the you literally got praised by Batman.
yeah.
Literal Batman. I was like, oh my god.
It's like, I'm not surprised. I can see him in you.
Oh.
Not like that.
I'll
Whoa.
shut up now.
Yeah, whoa.
No. There's many different forms of no.
It's funny because my friend actually, for a while there, shipped Silver Lining and Rainbow Dash. It's weird. It's weird.
Oh.
I was like, please, no.
He's
And
old enough to be her father.
Well, no, that's the thing. Like when he was introduced and before we knew he was a wife, that's when he was shipping her. And then when he found out, he kind of felt bad. But then he's like, I still kind of like it. I'm like, whatever, man. You do you, man. You do you.
There you go.
Whatever, man. You do you. Just, please don't write anything. Don't. Please don't, because then I'm just gonna he hasn't made a FimFic account yet. He's still in the closet about it. So he just bookmarked the story, and I messaged him hey, it updated, and then we talked to each other about it. But still, he said he shipped Silver Lining and and Dash, and I was just like,
Ew.
that's there's that
Bad
one
touch. Bad touch.
yeah that one
Stranger
that
danger.
one
Stranger danger.
that one scene in the Adam Sandler movie where Adam Sandler's like, I hope you enjoy his old wrinkly balls, and I'm like, I sent him that, and I'm like, that's what you're advocating. Anyways, regardless of that disgusting image, God, I need brain bleach now. Definitely, that was a good boost of morale for Dash.
Yeah.
And then, what Soarin said, can we ever hope to be half as great as them? He asked honestly, his PL words put a very profound perspective on things for him. They had fame, they had names that they would be remembered, but what actually made a pony great? That's the thing about Silver. He wasn't in the spotlight, but he has a bigger influence in the world than people who are in the light. He influenced a greater amount of ponies and had a greater impact than they had, and they had fame and they were well known. So that really hit me.
And you know what the most screwed up irony of that is?
What?
Think about Rapid Fire's reasons for leaving.
Oh my god.
What? Oh god.
That
What were they again? I don't remember.
He wasn't getting... Oh, no, you go ahead, Jim.
he didn't want to be forgotten. He wanted to be the best. He wanted to be...
Yeah.
He didn't want to be the second best because nobody remembers second best. And yet
Silver...
hello, Captain of Squad 2, everybody remembers Silver Lining.
Yeah, and he even then, they remember, they don't remember him for being the fastest or, the flashiest or whatever. They remember him of, what he did, what his actions did, and impact they had on him and people or the ponies around him.
Yeah.
So I really hope that there's, Soarin or whoever, when Rapid Fire shows up again, that's definitely used as an argument to rapid fire leaving, and maybe that will, because I don't believe that rapid fire he's a douche, but
A big one.
not 100%, and I quote here, a dick.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, so definitely I hope there's some kind of conflict in where somebody's kind of saying, well, look at Silver, he's not the best, but he's being remembered, and if you were to take a note from Silver Lining, you could have been remembered, but instead you went down this path because you're a whiny little baby.
Basically a dumb fuck.
Yeah.
Long story short.
Basically, Anakin Skywalker.
Where are on the Jedi Council? Where? My mom's dead. Where?
I'm gonna be a dad.
Where? I just wanted to tap it. Like, do they not have, like, condoms in the future? Like, I don't know.
PG-13, man. Just leave this for when the podcast is over.
Anyways, moving on. And then moving on to the second part of that, they are what we aspire to be, Soarin. Spitfire said as she kept her eyes locked on Silver. Who knows if we'll ever be that kind of pony Silver forged himself into, but we'll never know unless we try. She looked up towards Dash with a light smile curling on her lips, but I think some pony here may have a head start on us. She made her way around the bed. Pretty much, like, that's the thing. I don't think Silver even imagined him, or even sees himself now as the pony that everyone looks up to. He's content with, like, sitting in the back and just kind of being there, but even then I don't think...
He keeps his family alive.
Yeah.
That's his whole purpose.
Yeah.
He has devoted himself to the Wonderbolts in
way, like, the Wonderbolts are pretty much his secondary, like, wife and family. Like, he cares about as much as them as his family back home.
Exactly.
Yeah. And Dash is pretty much like a third. How many kids does he have? 2?
Yeah, 2. But none of them were Pegasi, so Dash is probably like that other daughter.
That he always wanted to have.
Yeah, because the other one was like an Earth pony and the other was a unicorn, I think. Yeah.
Serenity a unicorn?
When he
No,
gets back,
I think
gonna
he
bring
had 2
Dash.
kids. Yeah, Serenity was an Earth pony, but the kids, there were 2 of them, I do believe. One was a unicorn and the other was an Earth pony.
Okay.
I think.
Pony genetics are weird.
They are.
When he leaves the Wonderbolts, he's gonna go back home, bring Dash, kick open the door. Alright, kids, you've been replaced.
I mean, Silver Lining does have a horn if you have a dirty mind.
Moving on! Oh my. Oh, even I'm not doing it. So, Spitfire allowing Soarin to, like, assist her in helping, but still saying, like, hey, your horn's messed up, they're after you, but I'm not gonna be a complete and total bitch and lock you up and say you can't help with anything. She's pretty much saying, I'm gonna need help with this, but, I want you to be mindful of your situation. What did Penn send? Oh god. Well, great. Did she do it? Oh.
Is that what you sent, Penn?
Yep.
Did you send him what you sent me?
Oh, I see it.
I really want this to be the podcast.
Oh, please, Penn, if you can get it done.
I'm getting the colors now. I'm about to start outlining it, so it'll be done by the time this podcast is over.
Okay, nice. You guys are gonna be in for a treat. Oh my god.
But 20-pound cat on my lap.
Oh boy.
please have the subtitle of this podcast be "But Mom," all caps.
I'll just put that as my little comment thing in the comments. And then where I keep losing my place. Spitfire going to interrogate Luna. So I bet that's gonna be that's definitely gonna be we're gonna see PL go into like a protective dog mode.
He's gonna go righteous paladin on their ass.
Yeah. It's like, hey, how dare you? Don't talk to her like that. I'm gonna bite a certain part of your body off.
Oh, ow, ew, kinky.
No, painful agony.
No, he's just gonna like turn into a lawyer, and she's like, don't say anything. Plead the fifth.
Objection!
Oh, Twister! I could see Twister doing that. Twister popping up. Oh,
The ideas.
Oh,
Calm! If you're listening to this, I know you're busy. Edit that in. We'll love you.
Do it, please.
Twister as Phoenix Wright.
Oh my god, that'd be great. We're just like literally. I wonder if putting a pen right now is just kind of like writing these all down of stuff that she needs to draw.
You twat nuggets.
But we're your twat nugget.
That sounds worse, Soaring. Like, how did you make that worse?
I know how to. I don't know. I just do.
Alright, let's just shut up and continue
Yeah.
this.
Anyways, moving on to theory time.
Ooh.
I figured Jim has a lot to say.
Actually, surprisingly, probably not as much as you might think.
This was like a kind of a subtle, somber chapter that didn't really give us a whole lot to go on somewhat.
Yeah, honestly, I think next chapter is going to have more breadcrumbs. as I
Yeah,
like to-
more stuff for us to yank on, and then Com's just like, ooh, they're getting close,
You're
but
just,
not
like,
quite.
You're just, like, intentionally doing this now. Like, there's no, like, oh, that can be misconstrued. It's like, okay, yeah, this was done with intention.
Yeah, everything he does with intention, and then he just goes, dance, puppets, dance! He sits there sipping his...
Actually, I think we were talking about the way that you're phrasing certain things.
Oh.
More things to yank on.
Oh, okay, that's... I didn't realize I said that. I'm just full of innuendos that I don't even realize tonight. And then I just thought of that horrible picture.
Okay.
Oh, God. I need to stop.
To brain bleach here.
Okay, anyways. What we want to happen next chapter. I definitely would love to see what's going on with Fleetfoot, if and when, Soarin and Dash can get to that, or even then, like, maybe Fleetfoot will have some one-on-one time with, Spitfire, maybe. Or maybe Soarin, because she trusts Soarin more, but I do think she has to talk to Spitfire about it. Because...
I don't know that she will. I don't think that she will talk with Spitfire about it until she's gotten everything sorted out.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's going to be for a while.
The cat put his paws somewhere that aren't nice.
No, actually, I just sneezed.
Okay.
Oh,
I know when I had my dog on my
disturbed
lap.
the cat in the process.
Okay.
I know both.
I know when my dog sits on my lap, he likes to rock it off my lap. And
Oh.
yeah. No, one time he just kicked me in the gut and just went running.
Poor guys.
Anyways, what would you, Dragon Nighty, you got, or Nightshade, Brain.
Excuse me.
Your thing says Nightshade. I keep thinking like
Strangle you.
Penumbra. Wait, I think I just changed your nickname for myself. So I'm gonna do that now. I'll put.
For some reason, I kind of want to see like Decent and Star have some interaction. Maybe she can get something out of him a little bit more, just to, because I'm kind of, I don't know, just like the way he's been acting. I really want to see more of that. Just have him actually say something.
Well, because usually Descent's the strong, stoic one.
Yeah.
But now he's like kind of all iffy, and since she was doubting herself, now Descent's kind of in the same place, and she's kind of out of it now somewhat, at least to me. So she might be trying to reach out to him to help him.
And I do want to see him and PL butt heads and just like spitfire, like, I swear to God. I'm working on it.
Okay. I keep moving my place. Well, okay, so what we actually think will happen, so knowing a buff horse and the mighty troll that he is, what do we expect? Anybody? Or do we just not have enough information to go on?
What I expect is within the next 2 chapters, we're going to get another little vignette inside the Shadow Bolt compound.
Oh, yeah.
A very vague vignette.
Ooh.
Probably from the perspective of Moon.
I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we might get a little peek or maybe an introduction into talking about that vignette. It wouldn't be an introduction, but like, now that you mention it, the way I could possibly see it going is like maybe it's now that you mention Moon, he could possibly be overhearing Nightshade talking to somebody, but he knows nobody else is in the room, and then she said something along the lines like, "Okay, wait, you're coming here." Like maybe Ost, or the group that is Kanyan Ost. Ost. Maybe the group or Ost himself finally decides, okay, well, you couldn't do it, you got your ass kicked, and they're having reinforcements with, the Night Guard, so you obviously can't do it, so that means I'm going to have to get involved myself and, get my hands dirty. That could happen. Or, another thought I just had, what if they decide to get their own reinforcements, and what if they decide to enlist what the heck is the Griffin version of the Wonderbolts? Or the Shadow Bolts? I mean, I don't know if are they a straight up mercenary team like the Shadow Bolts, or
you mean the Griffins don't have a mercenary group as far as we know. I imagine that there's one out there, but
I mean, I'm not sure if Griffins have like a code of honor, so I'm pretty sure like them working with the Shadow Bolts, it might not.
It's about like 5 of those rules.
Yeah. Well, then again, we don't know. Maybe there's like a Shadow Bolt version of or heck, there might be even a couple of Griffins in groups that have a grudge against the Wonderbolts from the last war, and then whoever's pulling the strings goes like, okay, well, they can't do it alone, they're getting reinforcements, I'll just get people that have a grudge against the Wonderbolts and go, okay, here's where they are, they're wounded, work with these people, let's go, go get them. So, I mean, that could happen.
Yes, true.
And then, if anybody else have anything to add to that, what you guys actually think will happen? No?
No, not really.
No.
All right. So, what do we not want to happen? Definitely.
Destruction.
That's gonna be. Well, this isn't Sylvian's fix, so I think we're fine on that part for the most part.
Fair point.
We're not there yet.
I don't want Nightshade to die.
I honestly kind of don't want Nightshade to die either.
Then I see Calm very soon, and I can easily strangle him.
I definitely think that she might
You're
be.
listening to this run.
She might
Crap,
be.
he'll hear this podcast.
I highly doubt he'll. Well, I mean the strangling part.
I don't think if anybody's gonna die, I don't think it's gonna be until next
Yeah.
chapter.
Yeah.
I honestly don't want her to die, but that's just
I could
me.
see her being
Everyone else
like-
probably hates her.
I can see her
I
like
don't
being
really want
locked up.
Nightshade.
Like I can see her
I
being
don't want
locked up.
Nightshade.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people don't like Nightshade, but I mean,
No, I don't want Nightshade to die. She's just, like, in my eyes, a villain that you love to hate.
yeah.
Well, I love her. Freaking love her.
I could
Well,
definitely see her being locked up in like the Canterlot dungeon.
Or go to a mental hospital.
I mean, they could do mental treatment there. It's just, you know,
True.
just a dark, dreary place that probably wouldn't help. Like, go through, like, crystal withdrawal program. And then, you know, Celestia's like, yeah, we'll get her help, but she's definitely going to be, like, on charges for, you know, war
Many
and...
crimes.
Yeah, a lot of crimes.
Sexual
Like, a
harassment.
surprising amount.
I would say it goes beyond sexual harassment and might go into assault.
Ah,
And, you know, war crimes, attacking a civilian population. You know, all that good stuff.
I love her so much.
You might be the only one.
I'm pretty sure there's a few others. Although I'm pretty sure Penumbra is like the most vocal about it. So if no one has anything to add, I think.
I think we're pretty much done, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't think there's really anything else to say. There's not really a lot there.
Yeah, this was a very, very subtle, small chapter, so not a whole lot of breadcrumbs for us to go crazy about. But anyways, this has been the... Oh my god, we're already on the 7th. We're almost at 10 episodes. Christ. I didn't think we'd be doing this for this long.
What, you thought this was going to end?
Or something was gonna happen, I don't know. I kind of thought everybody would get bored of this and just go like, yeah, I don't feel like doing it anymore.
No, it's fun.
Yeah.
It is. I just didn't think. But anyways, enough about me being astonished by the fact that we're still doing this. This has been the 7th Wondercast. I'd like to thank everybody for coming. Jim Hoxworth,
Ew.
Penumbra Glow,
Hello.
Dragon Eye. Oh, okay, that dragon's dead. He made a noise.
Okay.
I think he shat his pants.
Cowgirl,
I did not.
CowgirlVK for being here, but then
That's
leaving.
what you want us to think.
Oh God.
Anyways,
I really
That's a shitty thing to happen.
this is the 7th
Yeah, that's a load of
Wondercast.
crap.
no.
We're
No,
we're
that's a lot to know.
anyways. Thanks you guys for watching. We'll see you when the next chapter comes out.
Sorry for dumping all those puns on you.
Yeah, that's
Goodbye.
a load of shit right
Goodbye, everybody.
Good night.
there. What? Huh? What? Dirt? Huh? Dirt?